This is the plaintiff, Roynell Flores. He says he purchased a car from the defendant's shop, put half down, and financed the rest. He had the car about a month and was then told the financing didn't come through. When he brought the car back, he expected to get a full refund to undo the deal. But instead, the defendant wants to keep his money and have him buy a different car. Problem is, he doesn't like any of the cars the defendant's trying to sell him. He wants his $4,700 back, so he's suing. This is the defendant, Joe Daddio. He says the plaintiff fibbed on his application and said he had 2 jobs with 2 incomes. When he checked him out, he couldn't verify the second income, and his loan was denied. He's entitled to keep a portion of the deposit as liquidated damages. And since the plaintiff had the car and used it for a month, he doesn't owe the liar a penny. He's accused of giving used car salesmen a bad name.
Okay, Roynell Flores?
Yes.
You are suing the auto mall. You don't want us to use the actual name of the, I guess this is a dealership?
Correct.
All right, your name is Joe Daddio, and you are the finance manager?
That is correct.
Okay. You're suing them for $4,700 that you want paid to you. Part of that, the down payment that you gave them on a deal that they, according to you, changed their mind on. And the rest of that for your lost wages as a result of somebody taking the car away. Okay, tell me what happened.
So I graduated in the summer of 2010 from Full Sail University with a Bachelor of Graphic Design.
Okay.
Around October of 2010, I received my first paying job at a political firm. 6 months after that, I received an offer from a company called Different Perspective in the heart of Orlando, next to theme parks. They gave me an offer I couldn't refuse. But the only problem with that was that they were about 20 miles away from where I lived.
Okay.
And the big issue there is that the car that I currently own, I don't think it was going to survive 40 miles a day.
Okay.
So the idea behind this was that I was going to go ahead and purchase my first car.
So you decided to buy what car?
I wanted to purchase a Volkswagen Passat. I believe it was 2006.
Okay, because you
Yes.
felt that that would be good for your needs.
Yes,
and
that's
then
correct.
you sign a contract with them to purchase a car at what price?
I believe the price was $16,000 something.
Okay, do you have the contract?
I do.
May I
Right
see
here.
it? Thank you. All right, and so what day is this that you enter into this contract?
The date is July 5th.
July 5th, okay. And then what happens?
And then the contract went through, the loans went through. I walk out with the car, I put down the down payment.
This is all on the same day, on
$25,000.
July 5th?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
and you put down how much?
$2,500. So I walk out with the car. So then around the 28th, I believe, late of July, I get a call from the bank wanting to verify where I work, my address, etc. And I told them, where I work, all of that.
23 days later they're doing that? How come
Yes.
they're not doing that before the guy gets the car?
I'm the finance manager. I'm the one that packages the deals with the lenders, processes the paperwork before the contract package goes to the bank. In this case, it was a busy time. I was a little backed up. I finally sent the package in. The lender got it. They did their due diligence.
Do you understand my question?
As far as
It's real simple. How do you let the car go before the thing gets approved?
it's approved. I have an approval. I submit my deals online.
So what went wrong here?
When we sent the deal in for funding on the original application, we had income from 2 jobs. So one job was $1,600 a month, one was $17 for a total of $33. When I went to send the actual deal in with the approval to the lender to get funded, to get my check from the bank, I noticed there was a pay stub and file for one of the jobs. The income was actually...
So you neglected to notice that there wasn't corroboration for the second one? Is that it?
Well, no. What happened in this case is...
Where's the application where he talks about his jobs? Do you have that?
I have copies. And actually, what I did is...
No, I'm sorry.
I reduced the amount of income that was on the application. I mean, if I was trying to be dishonest, I would increase
No, you're not
the
trying to be
income.
this. You're trying to get a deal. I should hope that you're honest while you're doing it.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to understand is, according to you, you lowered what he makes Where? Because it
Okay,
says plus
there's-
1,000 from freelance work, and then it says 1986.
Now, that's the application that was given to the bank, because when I was packaging the deal, I talked to Mr. Flores and said, all right, do you work both jobs? He said, I work for 2 or 3 companies doing freelance work on the side. I make about $1,000 a month.
So is the
Taxes
guy,
taken
when
out.
he's making the deal and he's taking the car that day, is he showing you proof of income and everything else?
We got proof of income on the first job. What happened with the second job is I sent the deal to the lender. They required income for the second job.
Okay, I want you to listen to my question. I know what happened. What happened is that you took the car back, right? They took the car back away from you?
Yes.
Okay, so, and a deal didn't go through. What I'm wondering is, why does this not happen before the guy takes the car away and has it for a month? That's the part I'm astounded at. So that's why I keep asking questions about what you do that day. That day, you tell them plus $1,000 from freelance. That day, you don't give them proof of, so you know that there's no proof of the freelance yet.
It's not in my hands, but what a lot of dealers do, I mean, many dealers, is they'll spot deliver a car. They won't have all the information in hand, but with the approval.
How'd that work out for you?
It bit me in the butt in the end.
How often does it bite you guys in the butt when you do?
Very seldom. I've worked there for a little over 3 years. There's been
Okay.
1, maybe 2 cases like this where we've had to
All
get
right,
the
so
car
what ends
back.
up happening is the bank doesn't like your level of proof on you making 50% more than you say you make. Because you're saying, yeah, I know my paycheck, I only take home $2,000, but I actually take home 3. And then they actually would like proof of that.
Yes.
And then what kind of proof of that were you able to deliver to the bank that apparently they didn't like?
So was this defendant stupid to give him the car without getting verification of income?
Oh, yeah, I think he's stupid. I mean, you know.
Why?
Hey, he didn't ask for verification. That was on him. I mean, I wouldn't give him the money back.
Why is it risky to do it without asking for verification?
Well, you got to have verification for everything.
I understand that, but why is it risky?
It's risky because it's either that or nothing.
Why is it risky, guys?
They could be lying.
They lie. People lie about their income going inside the courtroom.
When the loan didn't go through, they asked me if I had any other source of income that I could show, since I only had one job. I said I did. I have freelance work, but freelance work is kind of like having a lemonade stand. One day you might sell, one day you might not sell anything. So I did show them some checks for freelance work that came in.
Who wrote in plus freelance work?
That was me.
That was you.
After
All right.
asking Mr.
How much was
Flores.
the car note going to be?
It was in the 200s, and I actually worked hard for Mr. Flores because he needed a low payment.
$268.29?
Yeah.
So he signs at a certain rate at a certain place, and as it turns out, 23 days later, you get a call from the bank saying, bring that car back?
Yes.
How much money had you put down there?
$2,500.
Okay, why are you suing for $4,700 if you put down $2,500?
Now, during this time, that was going back and forth between the dealer. They're not close by to where I live at all. They're about 15 miles away. It was a couple of days that I had to go to the dealership and back home, to the dealership and back home, just to get nothing out of it.
How does that mean that your lawsuit for the return of $2,500 becomes double that? I'm not following.
Well, I was working on 2 freelance projects
So
at the
what?
time. I lost them both because I didn't have time
What?
to work on them.
What does that have to do with him? Because you had to drive to the dealership a few times?
Yes, I was at the
You
dealership.
lost 2 freelance jobs because you had to drive to a dealership a few times.
Yes.
That's absurd.
Well-
Now, let me understand something from you. The man asks for his money back, and why don't you give it back?
Because at that point, when he brought the car back, we have to re-clean the car, re-detail it, do a safety inspection. We change the keys. We have to put it back on the internet advertising. There's costs.
Stop. My question is, what gives you a legal right?
Because he was supposed to provide us with the proof of the second income. He could not provide that proof. And basically, the contract.
Why shouldn't you just be more careful at your job?
I'm very careful at my job. In instances like this.
Give me the contract that he signed. I want to see your copy of it.
With the copy.
It's actually pretty big print. I take it you're familiar with this contract, right?
Yes.
Do you know where I'm going to go now?
Go ahead.
I want you to take that to him, and I want you to read it out loud to me.
Upon receipt of such notice, you must immediately return the vehicle to seller in same condition as when sold. Reasonable wear and tear accepted. Seller must give you back all consideration seller has received in accordance with the terms of the retail purchase agreement or buyer's order.
What do you suppose that means?
That's saying basically if the deal unwinds or comes apart, wear and tear accepted that we should give him his money back. Now, wear and tear accepted, as you know from being from Florida, I legally can charge mileage for usage of the car. I can charge to restock the car, the different costs involved with putting it back in inventory. Now, again, if our intention was...
Stop talking before I burst.
Okay.
I may spontaneously combust right now. You have got to be kidding me. You read that out loud and you still have the shame to say, I don't have to return this guy's money? The guy has a car for 23 days. There's not one iota of proof that he damaged the car in any way. All he did was drive the car long enough for your finance company that you picked in a package that you put together because you're so busy trying to turn a buck. It fell through, and the guy immediately returned the car to you. He did everything he's supposed to do. If this guy doesn't get his money back, then nobody gets their money back. So you shouldn't have in a contract that people will get their money back if it's a lie. See, the thing is, you couldn't let go. You couldn't say, oh, dude, tough break. I'm really sorry for the inconvenience this has caused you. Here's your money back. No, because you wanted to wheel and deal and tell me what he did. Tried to sell you a different car, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay? So tries to sell you a different car with different financing because he wants to make his quota or he wants to do his job. But he doesn't want to lose his sale. So he really doesn't care if you're inconvenienced or if you don't get your money back like the contract says you get your money back. Did you see that said that?
No.
Well, what is wrong with you? Why don't you read what you sign? Seriously. I mean, this is a multi-$1,000 contract that you're in. And if you don't read this, what do you read? You know, this is sort of important. And it's in big letters. I didn't even have to use a magnifying glass. You know what the odds of that are on one of these contracts? It's really big. And it says, if things fall through, you bring back the car immediately. And if you do, we give you back the money you've given us. So I got a plan. Give him back the money that he gave you. No, you don't get double that because you're angry. $2,500 verdict for the plaintiff plus his court costs plus prejudgment interest since the day that you paid them the money and returned the car on July 28th, and they hadn't paid you.
Here comes a used car salesman on the losing end of this deal. Well, there's sweat on your upper lip, so did you feel under the gun there?
Yeah, just a little nervous with the judge going off like that. I've been in court before, but never had a judge actually yell at me, so that's pretty interesting, yeah.
Well, you understand the ruling, don't you?
Yeah, I understand the ruling.
All right,
yeah.
So next time you'll do what differently?
We'll do the right thing.
That's a good idea. All right, just head right down that way. If the judge gets him to do the right thing, then it's a good day in court. So how do you feel about this?
Well, it looks like I'll be buying a new car, not from them, though.
Why not? You didn't?
I don't think so.
You think he? How would you describe him?
He's a good guy, but he kind of cheated the way through.
Trying to cheat it?
Yeah.
You agree, Harvey?
Okay, Kurt, I don't know about cheating, but there is something important to know, which is I don't care when you get one of these long contracts, however painful it is to read. You know, you think, oh, nobody reads this. You need to read it. You need to know what you're signing because that little print, all that stuff, it probably works against you. So you should understand it before you sign it, no matter how painful it is. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.